3, 2, 1. Michael Buffer, when you're ready.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for EJ Boxing Live.
And thank you very much, fans. Let me clap. And we are back. It's been a while, but we're finally back. And so we're going to talk about the EJ Boxing Live Award of the Decade from 2010 to 2019. Check out the polls on my community page, and they're actually ongoing right now. Or for my polls, I'll put in the description box right now. So we're going to see the polls, and that's it. Basically, go by my polls. It's different from everyone else's. D-Styles has done a poll. I got awarded, thanks very much to D-Star, neutral YouTube channel of the decade. You know what I mean? So whoever comes over, I've been fair with whoever comes over. So I really appreciate it from D-Styles. Yo, what's up, SSB28? SSB28. D-Styles, what's up, man? Yeah, man. I just watched your show, man. Really good show, D-Styles, man. That was a great show, man. It obviously inspired me to do my one. Inspired me, you know. Yeah, it was my one especially over a decade. I can't believe it's been that long. I've been on this YouTube thing for over a decade. I think this channel started in 2013, but my channel's been taken. That's why I got so many. But I really did start from like I think it was 08, around that time. My first ever YouTube experience was Video 6, and he was having a debate with someone in the comment section, and then on obviously damn EJ, yeah, getting old. Then after that, obviously from Video 6, then I experienced was it 78, Blood, the Black Screen Team, Hatman, Boxing Beats and Rhymes, obviously the Boxing Voice, and from the Boxing Voice, D-Styles, obviously, yeah, The Wire, Ashley Knuckles, you know, so many, and obviously so many channels come in. But you know, we're gonna talk about through the poll, obviously, and it'll bring history back as well. And you guys listen, it'll go through some history, like D-Style says, man. This YouTube thing it becomes a part of your life. It's not anything that you set out to do, but like you from other people, be inspired by other people, then you obviously took the baton, so to speak, like when you're doing relay, and run with it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I saw Video 6 doing his videos. I never thought of doing it, but he was so passionate about his debate. His debate was I am Mike Tyson versus Ali at the time, and when they're prime. Oh, in their prime, and he was saying how Ali would get washed by Tyson if they fought. You know what I mean? And that was backwards and forwards. And I was like, boy. And at the time, that was a real big debate because I think Mike Tyson still had a couple more bouts in him. Or was he finished? No, he was probably finished, but people were still Mike Tyson around the early 2000s, whatever, like in the 2000s, was still kind of that guy that people kind of looked at, you know what I mean? Standard bearer, because he did so much in the early 80s. But in the 2000s, obviously Mike Tyson was that guy, and you know, it just kept on going on and just growing and growing. And obviously, I like Shay Mosley and other fighters as well. But so let's get to the polls, because I'll just be rambling on for a minute. Get to the polls that I have in the description box, and these polls they're going to take up quite a while. And I've got them in actually got them in order. But what I'm going to do, I'm gonna have to bring them up in I'll share the screen, and then I'll bring them up with the polls, which are ongoing polls right now. So let me just find out, because yeah, the hater report, we'll start with there. There's quite a few hater reports still. Sue's winning these hater reports. Those are the hater report champion of the decade. Let me see. All right, so we're there. I'll just need to share it. What's up? Get the smoke. What's going on, bro? All right, so we share the screen 1 second. Yeah, there we go. So it should be showing. No, that's not the one I want to show. Nah, no, not that channel. Not that one. I want to show the other channel. Okay. So show whatever I'm looking at. That's much better. So I'm looking at this poll. No, I'm not looking there. There, I'm looking here. That's what I'm looking at. So I'll make sure it's looking at what we're looking at. Bear with me, peoples, as we go through this. Yeah, it was really good show D Styles done, man. I really enjoyed that. Just took you back, man. Okay, yeah, there we go. I'll put it full screen as well so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, cool. Should be full screen. Decade, you know, I've never done a decade. I usually do it for by year, but this is the first time that I'm doing it by. Why has it got that on the screen for? Okay, should be gone. All right, so what was it? The Hate Report champion of the decade, as we got on the screen right here. Hate Report of the decade champion by you guys nominating, by 11 people nominating the polls champion. It's tied between Zone 6 and Low Place Boxing. And that's obviously Scorsese or T, whatever you want to call it, yeah. So Hate Report champion, meaning like basically when it came down to just blatantly hating on other fighters other than their fighters they support, which was Low Place was Adonis Stevenson and Badu Jack, and also Josh Taylor. He bought a kilt for. That's the guys they represent. So I currently, like, you guys, make sure if you haven't voted, make sure you come down to my community section on this YouTube channel and do vote, and also the other one as well. Where Zone 6, obviously, his favorite fighter was Keith Thurman, and obviously, you know, our Zone 4 was passionate about Keith Thurman. You don't want to hear nothing about no one. And on the hater report, there's a couple of hater reports we'll probably go through that Zone was backing his guy. Yeah, I'll try and get smoke. Usually suspects try hijack the show. Usually that's what Zone would do. Zone would backing his Keith Thurman. I remember we were saying if Keith Thurman beats Pacquiao, he'll be considered a Hall of Famer. And he said he was going to consider the welterweight of the decade and the best welterweight if Keith Thurman beats Pacquiao. He don't hear nothing about Pacquiao's old. I don't want to hear none of that. If Keith Thurman beat him, he's the best of the decade. Then you know what I'm saying, that it work out. And also with Adonis Stevenson losing to, was it Kovacic or whatever his name is, getting knocked out, boy. Well, Low Place was crying. He over there on his channel crying like a baby, bro. Crying like a baby, bro. He was just crying like a baby. He's never seen nothing like it. Badu Jack with his head wide open. Hey, just rough. Coming in number 3, Dan the Man Boxing. Dan the Man's not really biased of any Pacific fighter, but Dan's been in the debates. He's definitely been in the debates. D-Style don't get no votes. That means that's probably good in a way because D-Style's not, you don't really. Hey, I put D-Styles on it because D-Style had a couple of good debates on the Hate Report. So obviously nominated. So coming in a draw on the Hate Report champion of the decade. I've only been doing Hate Report for about a year, 2 years, but you know, hopefully I'm going to bring in a decade. Low Place and Zone 6. So, yeah. You should have one for the, but don't worry, Zone 6. Don't worry. Hey, listen. See, the thing is, yeah, make sure people come out and do these polls and vote on the polls. All right, because they come out and vote on the polls, then they get their nominees in. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be. But it's early days. D-Style. So, right, that's the next one. So we're gonna talk about the Hate Report. We done the Hate Report Championship. Was it the Hate Report debate? Hate Report debate champion of decade. So this is different. This is a different award. So that was the champion of the Hate Report. This is the debate. So there we go. Hate Report debate champion of the decade. Now there's a couple of polls I've got here. This is this one specifically, right? So on this one, who's come number 1? Oh, we're tied again. We're tied between Ben Umar and Kali Enigma. If you ain't heard that one on my channel, make sure you go check that out, bro. They went in on each other. They were arguing about Caleb Plant, and Umar was almost started hating on Caleb Plant, and obviously Kali started. He didn't understand what Umar hated, but you know Umar's hating on Caleb Plant. So you know Umar, man. Pro Black Umar started hating on Caleb Plant because he'd been oosted about to get his title. There's Ugasti to beat his title, and that turned into something. So Kali Enigma Ben Umar's tied up with the Low Place And this is why Low Place is ranked really high, because he's always hating against both from Truth and Facts and boxing. And I tell you what, listen to that, bro. That one there was fire. Dan was in there. Dan was kind of the moderator in that thing, and they went in on each other, man. They really snapped on each other, bro. They snapped on each other. Low Place was going backwards and forward. Yo, Bo. You know, if you ever see Bo take off his hat, turn on the camera, I'm from Chicago, bro. So, yo, if you ain't checked that hate report out, that 100%, you know, that's so it's tied at the minute with 5 votes, and maybe some people haven't checked them ones out. But these hate reports are real crisp. Well, it is that the hate report, they're a classic take of people's personalities or how they come together. And these stars obviously awarded me the Neutral Channel of the decade. And these things happen on my channel. That's organically. People think I set them up. It's just they organically happen. You know, it's just like I bring people together and they just clash. They just clash. They just have something inside of them. It's like they feel comfortable to be clashing. And yeah, listen, I'm good to let it go. I let it go and let them go in as long as like it gets to the point where it's not mean and mean spirited. But they really they enjoy smashing on each other, man. And Bo and Low Place was something. All right, coming to number 3 on the hate report in that one. What we got here? Oh, IOTBA boxing versus Conor McGregor. That's Unrivaled. That one was vicious, bro. That one was vicious. IOTBA is talking about how he was talking about how hating on Wilder. How Wilder didn't take the 50 mil. Wilder's this. And McGregor's come back with facts. Unrivaled come back with some facts and stats and stuff like that. And that one went horrible. That one was vicious, man. That was, you know, Unrivaled bringing all the history and stuff like that. IOTBA just loud, and it was vicious. That was a brutal one. That was a brutal affair. And the thing is, yeah, these were nominated. I haven't really got, so these are on 40%. So if they get more than that, then we see, right? The next one. This one's good. So on 50%, Low Place and Hakeem and PMC. PMC boxing. If you ain't seen that one, listen, they're arguing about Guillermo Rigondeaux quit in the fight with Lomachenko. So Low Place doing his normal hating again against Lomachenko, against Rigo, saying he shouldn't have been in the fight. And Hakeem was defending Rigondeaux in that fight, and they just basically went in backwards and forwards and stuff like that. Low Place was hating hard though, bro. He was hating hard on it. So Low Place against Hakeem and PMC, they got 50% of the vote on that one. Only 4 people voted on that one. Got 2 tied. Low Place versus Zone 6. That was between Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. That was a good little bait backwards and forwards. There's another one. I don't know if you guys see, right? And if you see on the screen right here, I wonder if I can zoom the screen in. Can I zoom the screen in? Let me see, because I remember I could do that on the entire screen. There you go. I think that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. There you go. I think I'll zoom the screen in. So the screen should be, yeah, I think the screen should be, there you go. That's better for you guys. All right. So, yeah, this one here got 25% along, same as Low Place and D-Stars. Zone 6 and so D-Stars. Zone 6 and Low Place, right, is Gus, yeah, from Corruption in Boxing, yeah, versus Nez from the Boxing Voice. Listen, that one was vicious, bro. Gus, yeah, was hating on the PBC, right? Gus was hating on the PBC, hating on Al Heyman doing his thing, and Nez just, look, man, it was vicious. Nez put some hands on his neck, bro. Nez put some hands on him on that one. This Gus trying to bring on the thing that the PVC is never going to work. It can't sustain itself. And this is when it first came out, within months. This guy was praising that it was going to collapse. And his whole channel was basically built on the PVC wasn't going to go nowhere. Yo, but the PVC is still here. And the last show of the year was pretty good to me. So Nez put some stats in it. Like, that's a really good one. It's only about 12 minutes. But that's a very good listen. It's a good listen. Also, as well, you know, Blood Boxing versus TG1 from Boxing in the Hallway. There's another channel you guys might remember. That one there was excellent. That was excellent. Some of these the hate report. They've been going for years, you know. I've been doing for years. Only now I named them the hate report. But TG1, right? And so Blood Boxing, TG1 was hating on Blood Boxing because Blood Boxing said Keith Thurman as a throwback fighter. So Blood Boxing was defending Keith Thurman. Then obviously he didn't feel much about Keith Thurman now, but back then he was. And TG1 was basically calling him a fanboy. And Blood said, I'm not a fanboy. All the boxing I've been around, how can you call me a fanboy? And TJ1 explained to him, how can you praise a fighter saying he's a throwback? So that they got into it. That hasn't got no votes, actually, by the way. But I'm just mentioning it as well. But that's a very good one. And then the next one, that no one that got no votes. So maybe people haven't watched it. That's why I'm talking about it. And we do it. We got a long day of awards, quite a few awards, but that's obviously one of them. And also Truth in His Words. He's not got a channel actually, but he's definitely interesting. Him and Nauta. Truth in His Words was hating on Chocolatito becoming #1 pound for pound, and Nauta was defending obviously Chocolatito's right to be #1. And in the video, Nauta, this is what Nauta said. Yeah, the Truth in His Words goes, "Who's he beat? Who's Chocolatito beat? No, who's his best opponent?" And now it goes, no, yeah. What's his resume like? Who's his best opponent? And now I said that Akira Agashi is better than Carl Froch, and everyone's like, what? What do you mean? Akira Agashi is better than Carl Froch? Yes, he is. And then now I was defending it, so that was interesting. It was another back one, so that's another one in the hate report. Definitely one of the decade, 100%. Let's get into the other ones. Hate report of the decades. I think this is the last one. D-Star's on this one. If D-Stars don't know, he's on this one. All right, so this one is, he's only got 2 votes, man. He should have more votes. These hate reports should have more votes, man. So hate report, like, to me, anyway, this one got 100%. Okay, so that would be the winner right here. This one would be the winner because, I mean, it's only got 2 votes, but I guess it would be the winner, right? Dan the Man Boxing versus 68, Dark Warrior. At the time, you know, Miss 60, everyone knows 1968, 68. They were arguing about who they're arguing about. I think they were arguing about Deontay Wilder. They were back and forth about Deontay Wilder and his resume. And Dan was defending it, 68 was hating on Wilder and stuff like that. So, yep, that was a really good one. D-Styles against Malik Osman. That is a classic. It's a classic hate report. D-Styles came out of nowhere. Came in, swooped in, and just started doing damage, man. He started doing damage. He goes, yo, who you watch? You watch Hatman? Goes, yeah, I watch Hatman, and it was on. He basically, that Malik said, yeah, what's up, boxing? What's up, man? What's going on? Boxing comments, yeah. Happy New Year to you as well, bro. Malik basically said that Wilder's a hillbilly, and then D-Styles just went on him, bro. Went in on him, bro. Went in hard. D-Styles obviously uploaded on his channel. I have it on my channel as well. But it was vicious, bro. It was vicious. It was a hard body, bro. And D-Styles wasn't living. D-Styles was going for the KO, bro. D-Styles went for the KO. That my man Malik here said, like, I gotta go to bed. But he was good, yeah, before D-Styles came on. But when D-Styles started giving that work, but my man was looking for the exit. My man threw the towel in, he was wrestling. He rolling off the ring. He went out. He went into the back dressing room. Didn't even get changed. Didn't have a shower. Jumped in his car and went, boy. D-Styles was working him, bro. Also chipped in that was the Fight Doctor, but it was mainly D-Styles just chipping on that one. It was vicious, man. That was a hard body, and D-Styles was relentless, bro. He won't let that kid get out of here. D-Styles made sure he worked his body, he worked his head, and I ain't seen him since. I haven't seen him since, bro. My man hating, all them hating, he ain't come over here since. Next one, right? Hate report. Low Place. See, Low Place is up. That's why Low Place got like nominated him and Zone 6 because they hate a lot, bro. Low Place and Hakeem. Oh, I think I put that one already, actually. I got Hakeem, PMC. I think I actually had that one already. I probably got that one twice. I didn't realize, you know. Edge versus Phil. Listen, Edge versus Phil, yeah. And Dan the Man, that was a common one. Edge and Phil, they were arguing the belly. Obviously, Edge, yeah, is always defending Andy Joshua, and he'll defend Andy Joshua to the death, and that's mainly that one. You know what I mean? And obviously, if them lot was giving in how AJ's this and AJ's that, so that's more or less how that went. PMC and Daniel Carmenitz. Now, this is not actually boxing they were talking about, but hating they was. Basically, PMC was talking about how defending Donald Trump, and Daniel was saying how Mexican. This is a very good that with Daniel Carpet, obviously, is Mexican Latin heritage. Yeah, he said if Donald Trump wants the Mexicans to build the wall, then give us back Texas. I was like, if Donald Trump wants me to give, if Donald wants us to build that, well, we'll build it, but give us back Texas. And then PMC said, we ain't getting Texas, you're gonna build that wall. And they started, boy, listen, that was a vicious one, bro. That was a vicious one. And that one was all these like hate reports organic. They were all organic. The winner out of all these guys, yeah, I have to admit, yeah, it's quite hard to choose. But if I had to choose one, yeah, in my opinion, the one that I just can't get enough of, right? I just can't get enough of. You have to be Low Place on Bo, man. I mean, D-Stars one is probably the second one I like, and probably IOKBA versus McGregor, but I can't get enough of bloody Low Place and Bo. It is such a must listen. I can't even like think it just starts in that he just starts in, bro. He's going at Dan most of the time, yeah, but Bo, the way he draws Bo in. Bo, imagine like you're in a debate with someone, you're just listening in, and all of a sudden that guy calls your name, like, you what? What you calling my name for? And that's how it started. It was funny as hell, bro. So for me, nominated, and that's probably why it's there. That one there, and Umar and Khaled Enigma was pretty good, but and also D-Stars one, funny. The Zone 6, with Keith Thurman versus Manny Pacquiao was hilarious. Like all these hate reports are number one. But I think if I had to give number one, I'd have to go Low Place, man. He was a common theme on the hate reports, and I couldn't do nothing without him. I miss that bro. I really do, man. He was funny as hell. So, all right, let's go to the next award. All right, let's go to the next award. What we got here? Let me exit out this page. Exit out of that. Let's get to the next award, man. I tell you, man, some good memories, man. I tell you that. Okay. All right, we're going to talk some more boxing now. So we got Knockout of the Decade. Let's go Knockout of the Decade. Knockout of the Decade. Where we at? Let's get Knockout of the Decade. Where you at, son? Always quite a few polls we got here on my channel. So, okay. Here we go. Let me just make this enlarge this so you guys can see full screen. There you go. Full screen. All right. So full screen, right? Knockout of the Decade. As you can see, that people by 37 votes, and we got more votes in this one. When it obviously with boxing, obviously the hater reports and stuff is entertainment. But for boxing, hardcores, we start at 0. Caesar Kick versus Caesar Kick KO in Roman Chocolito in their second fight. Don't get no votes. I'm surprised. Really surprised. Like, they don't get no votes. Gennady Golovkin KO in Curtis Stevens don't get no votes either. That was another impressive fight, knockout of the decade. I put in there. Honorable mention, Sergio Martinez and Paul Williams, 2. Honorable mention. Who mentioned that? I think it was Intangible Boxing. There you go. Honorable mention, that was definitely on the list. So Sergio Martinez versus Paul Williams, 2. That would have got honorable list. I didn't really think that was definitely 100% a knockout of the decade that I would have put. But with 37 votes, yeah, coming in at number 3, Saul Canelo Alvarez knocking out, and I put 3 names in there, obviously. James Kirkland knockout was tremendous, man. It was absolutely tremendous. That knockout was amazing. It's an amazing knockout. Obviously, the Amir Khan knockout. You see, when you start talking about this stuff, then you start laughing your head off, you know. These knockouts Canelo was doing was, look, hey, listen, you can watch them any decade you want, mate. These knockouts are violent, man. You remember that they had both the poster with their souls leaving their body with Canelo hitting them. And obviously, Canelo knocking out Sergio Kovalev, man, and finishing him up. Wow, it was good. Because that Sergio Kovalev was a thorn in my side. And a lot of people signing for this decade, man. That guy was annoying. The whole monkey t-shirt, doing some racial stuff, and he needed to get dealt with, man. You know what I'm saying? He had a great fight in the yard, can't take away, but he was very good, a good fighter. I mean, all of them were. Canelo was in some, James Kirkland was in some great fights. Angulo, what's his name again? Tapi, it was a great fight with Tapi. Amir Khan, Zab Judah, Amir Khan, Marcus Madonna. You know, these guys are in some great fights. Sergio Cole, Bernard Hopkins, you know what I mean? Jean Pascal, great fights, but Canelo tops it, man. Knocks all three of them out and knocks them out in one knockouts to remember for all times. That comes in number 3. Coming in number two, Deontay Wilder KOs Arthur Spilka. You know what? When I put this up, right? For me, I would have put that number 1. I would have had that number 1 for me. I like a Chocolatito knockout of Rose, but it's not the same. Like I know Arthur Spilka in terms of name recognition is not as big as the others, yeah. But the knockout was just absolutely devastating. I thought he died. I thought the man died on TV. I thought you know, Wilder said he wants a body. I thought that was it, man. That was it. This guy was moving. He didn't move, man. I remember I was watching it with a girl, right? And we was watching it. The man didn't move. Yeah, Stiverne Wilder and Stiverne 2 smoke. Yeah, that's good. But Spilka, the man didn't move. His body was lifeless, man. Lifeless on the canvas for a good couple of seconds. And me and this girl was looking at this guy. Is this guy dead? Has someone actually died on TV? Thank God the man got up, but bloody hell, man. It was touch and go there for me. I thought I've actually seen death on TV, like, you know what I mean? I think the last time people saw death on TV, there's actually 3 occasions, right? Nigel Benn, Jeremy McLennan, that whole thing where they he collapsed in the ring and stuff like that, took the hospital. They felt like he died, he died and stuff like that. And obviously he had brain damage and that's severe. And the last one where someone actually did die is Emil Griffiths and Benny Kid Paret. That he died there, you know what I mean? And obviously you got recent one, Dennis Javazov versus was it Mancis, whatever his name, for that one recently. But actually dying in the ring, I thought Spilka died. I thought he died that there. But that's number 2. But coming in number 1 by all the voters and everyone here, the knockout of the decade is Manuel Marquez KO and Manny Pacquiao in their 4th fight, 100% by 65% of the votes of 37 people, 100%. And I couldn't disagree with that. I can't disagree with that. That knockout, I watched it today as well. It's one of the most devastating knockouts I've seen. You're talking about lifeless on the floor. Pacquiao, but it was the redemption of Marquez, what he went through, the draw with Pacquiao coming off the floor multiple times, 3 times to get the draw. I mean, that shows tremendous heart. I mean, we talk about Gamboa fighting with 1 leg, but that shows tremendous heart in the first fight. The second fight, he got knocked down again. He got knocked down again, got off the floor. It was a very tight close. I felt at that time, I thought Pacquiao won that fight. But the third fight, Marquez won that third fight, man. Marquez won that third fight. I was pissed, man. I was pissed. So coming into that 4th fight, everyone was tight, man. Everyone was tight. Is he juicing? We don't care. If he's Pacquiao's juicing, Marcos is going to be juicing. Marcos got a new flock of hair. Pacquiao, you know what I mean? I don't know if Pacquiao's juice was working that day, but all I know is Marquez's nose was blooded up. Marquez knocked Pacquiao down with a wicked overhand right. But then Pacquiao dropped him briefly, went down, and Marquez's nose was bleeding into his mouth, bro. Right, and they were going in. And Pacquiao dived in. Listen, the Marquez timed him beautifully. And, bro, you're talking about a body there and then. Jinky crying. You never see, all you see is Jinky getting hugged by Bob Arum. Grubby paws. Yeah. But Manny Pacquiao and Fred, they didn't even know what to do with themselves, man. They was like beside themselves, man. They were so confident in that fight, but Marquez was on it, and Marquez became the hero, boy. He became the hero. And hey, listen, Marquez up there. You know who's Julio Cesar Chavez? Hey, listen, Julio Cesar Chavez is number 1. Yeah, you might have Salvador Sanchez, but Marquez is there, bro. I've all Marco Antonio Barrera, and also Eric Morales, and also Finito Ricardo Lopez, and all the great Mexican fighters. But Marquez on that victory that night became that dude, bro. And that was amazing. And 100% the voters have picked him. 37 votes, coming in 65%. Manuel Marquez KO Manny Pacquiao, number 4. And what that definitely is the fight, that knockout KO of the decade. 100%. I agree with the voters, man. 100%. All right, let's get to the next one. Oh, I'm going to read your comments, Joe. You guys keep putting the comments in the chat, man. This is really enjoyable, man. I mean, I really enjoyed D-Stars one, and with the polls and that, it really does help out, going through this. So you guys keep commenting. I'll get through your comments in a bit. Okay, defensive fight of the decade. That shouldn't be so hard, isn't it? Defensive fight of the decade. There you go. Make the screen big again. The screen's still big. I think the screen's big already, so it's okay. Okay, 53 people voted. And 91% votes, man. People barely got. Rigondeaux lost to obviously Lomachenko. Andre Ward was undefeated. He has a great run. Crawford got 2%. So Andre Ward and Rigo got 2. They kind of tied for number 2. Lomachenko don't get no votes, bro. Out of 53 people, Lomachenko ain't got no votes, but he getting hit too much. But coming in at number 1 with 91%, bro. Floyd Mayweather, the defensive fire of the decade. And hands down, it has to be, bro. But you see him, he has pearly white teeth. His nose is in place. You know what I'm saying? He can talk eloquently as best as he can. He dresses well. There's no glitches in him, man. There's no glitches other than his own ego. But defensive fire, you have to give it to him, bro. Floyd Mayweather, defensive fire of the decade. From, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way it's as long as he wants, man. That guy, as long as he wants, he's a great defensive fighter. Partner Whitaker was 100% a great defensive fighter, but Floyd Mayweather, defensive fighter of the decade, I think the voters got it right with 53 votes, 91% Floyd Mayweather. Let's move on to the next one. Next poll, because that was easy. That, you know what I mean? That was an easy one to thing. Okay. EJ Boxing Live's fire of the decade. So this is a bit different, right? Fire of the decade. Okay, so fire of the decade. I think I've got a couple of ones because I think I got Fat Dan's. Let's go to Fat Dan's because Fat Dan's got one, a fire of the decade. Has he got fire of the decade? I don't know one with Fat Dan, fire of the decade. I swear I done one with Fat Dan. Or maybe, nah, no, I didn't. Because Fat Dan had a fire of the decade, but I think I might have just left it. Yeah. I think I might have just, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get into it, yeah. I swear I did one. Let me see. Yeah, I think I did, you know. Yeah, I did. There you go. Fat Dan. There you go. There's Fat Dan. All right. So Fat Dan, what's the boxing fight of the decade? Okay, no, I've done it. Okay, I've done fire of the decade. Oh, see. Okay. Okay. As a knockout of the decade. What am I doing? I'm confusing myself now, right? What am I doing now? Defensive. Yeah, fire of the decade. And maybe I missed that poll actually. My bad. Confusing myself. Fire of the decade. Okay, fire of the decade. Yeah, let's do fire of the decade. Let's do this poll. All right. So fire of the decade. To start coming at the bottom. There's 5, yeah. So at the first of 5, coming at number 5, Andre Ward. 100%. Fire of the decade. He was busy, definitely busy. Andre Ward. He undefeated. He beat everyone in front of him. He won the World Boxing Series. Well touted from amateur gold medalist. Never lost. He never lost. He had a good long still out arguments in court, but he came back and he co-lived twice. Some people think he might have lost the first fight, but he came back in that fight and won. And Andre Ward has some great fights, some good memorable fights. Though Andre Ward I put in there, but there are people out of 53 votes. They got Andre Ward coming at number 4, coming in at number 5. So coming at number 4. So Canelo Alvarez, I'm surprised, it's actually surprised that they've actually got him at number 4. Canelo, great fights. The only loss he lost to is Floyd Mayweather, and he had some questionable wins though. I know like the Trout win, maybe the Lara win, and Triple G the first fight. So questionable fights there. So maybe the fans voting may have factored that in. Coming in at number 3, Anthony Joshua. I think Anthony Joshua probably would have been higher if he didn't lose to Andy Ruiz. Collected the belts from Charles Martin, Joseph Parker, and obviously Vladimir Klitschko in a vacant belt he picked up. And definitely he was controlling the division for a minute until he lost to Andy Ruiz, and he's recently picked it back up. So he comes back at number 3, and the voters have voted him accordingly. Manny Pacquiao coming at number 2. I thought he got more votes than that. Manny Pacquiao just beat Keith Thurman. Look, he's got Adrian Broner, you know what I'm saying, on his list. Brandon Rios. If I start reading down the names, man, it's like, yo, this guy. But you know the thing is, yeah, I think the voters might have looked at him when he lost to Jeff Horn. Like, he got names on his list, and you're like, Jeff Horn? How did he lose to him? Well, people at the time didn't think he lost that fight, but he did lose that fight to Jeff Horn, 100%. So he comes at number 2. But other than that, the Keith Thurman win, Keith Thurman was off for a year. I'm not going to take anything away. Adrian Broner wasn't the same Adrian Broner. I can keep going down the link, but the voters, out of 53 voters, they've definitely got Manny Pacquiao at number 2. And coming at number 1 is Floyd Mayweather. Even though some people don't like it, and they probably can't stand it, but the voters have voted, and you know what I mean? It really is. Hey, listen, the fight of the decade is Floyd Mayweather, man. Floyd Mayweather by a considerable amount, 68%. You know what I mean? They got Floyd Mayweather, like his fight. So Conor McGregor, that was a great event fight. I enjoyed that. The Manny Pacquiao fight, the Cotto fight, the Canelo Alvarez fight, the Marcus Madonna fights. Listen, definitely, boy. In the last 10 years, Floyd was holding it down, bro. Can't take it away from him. So fight of the decade, they've gave it to by unanimous decision on that one, boy, easily. Floyd Money Mayweather. All right, so let's go to the next poll. 100%. I swear I got some other polls. What was the other polls I had in there? I think it was there were fights, in it. Okay, honorable names. I got Triple G, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. They have other names, but they're not getting as high as voted as thing. And also got one Francisco Estrada, a fight of the decade, Terrence Crawford, Vladimir Klitschko, but they ain't getting more than Floyd, man. They ain't getting more than Floyd. They're just not, man. Like, Floyd is just, you know what I mean? Even the fights of the decade here, you see the Manny Pacquiao and Manuel Marquez is the highest one. You know what I mean? That's his Fat Dan's got his this is Fat Dan's fight of the decade. See, these are the fights as well. There's some good fights here. These are some good fights, actually. You got Chocolate, one Fresco Estrada. That was definitely one of the fights of the decade, 100%. Adrian Rodriguez versus Michael Sills. Have you seen that fight? If you ain't seen that fight, go check that fight out. I definitely have that one fight of the decade. That was amazing. I watched it just today, earlier and yesterday, actually. Canelo Golovkin 2, great fight. Enjoyed that fight. Salido versus the Thailand guy, Takazan, whatever his name is. That was a great fight as well. Marcus Madonna, Adrian Broner, that was entertaining, 100%. Joshua Klitschko, definitely high on the list as well. And then you got Wilder Fury 1, and you got Ortiz and Wilder number 1 as well. They were some great fights as well, man. Great fights of the decade, boy. But we already got Manny Pacquiao already, so of the decade of fighter. All right. Okay, we're going to next one. I keep doing that for my bad. New channels, defensive. Okay, this is a new category I've just put in there. Best YouTube boxing channels of the decade, right? So these are the guys who voted in. I'm surprised that certain people haven't got no votes yet, but maybe some people, maybe some people on my channel, maybe they're pro EJ, pro not. But I think most people do know, and I've subbed to all these channels, and I've got quite a fair channels out here. That how many channels? I've got 3. Yeah, so there's 3 different polls on this one. All right, I've got 3 different polls. Who's got the most votes? Oh, I have. I have, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right, so on my first list, yeah. Actually, I should go up on this. Let me give you this list up here. All right. Best YouTube new boxing channels of the decade. I'm around this time. I think I came in this slot. I think it was I was before that, but I started making some headways early. I think it was me and Boxing Beats and Rhymes and some other them channels, Chris Gaban and some other guys there with Umar. We was over there for a number of years doing our thing and just had guys come in, go out until eventually I broke off and done my own thing and other people came in. So ever. So definitely newcomers, right? So I'll just highlight them anyway. Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio, 100% one of the great channels here on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe already. I've had him on the channel and definitely one of the best newcomers. He's definitely made inroads and imprints in the YouTube community. He hasn't got no votes. Maybe people don't know who he is, but he definitely put him on the list. Very entertaining and he's very consistent. He always puts work out. And he always, very enjoyable content he puts out. Dan the Man Boxing, he does videos, not that frequently as usual, but definitely interesting. He's always got Hamid there as his sidekick, always there with him. Done. You get me? So Hamid always there, being mischievous, up to no good, doxing people's information and stuff like that. So definitely Dan the Man was one of the channels. Just Pete obviously didn't get no votes in this one, but this year, but maybe he'll get some votes after. We never know, but definitely I have him as one of the channels of the decade, definitely coming through. And you have Unbiased or Biased Boxing coming in with 17% out of six voting on that one. He's got the UCG, he's one of the members of the UCG he has over there, and pro Crawford guy. And he always mixes up, and if you got in the chats, Unbiased will always give his print in, and he's always ready to mix it up, and he's definitely a great new addition to the YouTube boxing community, 100%. And the UCG is his group, everyone's affiliated with some group these days. 100% pull him in there, man. Pull him on the books. Yes, Unbiased or Biased Boxing. He got over there the names of the, if you check the UCG, you can see who's with him over there. B Marsh Boxing, 100%. B Marsh the DuckTales, man. These stars, B Marsh is a great addition to the YouTube. He's very consistent. He always puts videos out. He has his own opinions. Doesn't really he don't clout chase or anything like that. He just puts his stuff out. If you like it, like it. If you don't, that's fine. B Marsh does his thing, man. B Marsh does his thing. He's a very good channel, and I've had him on channel a couple of times, and he's, it's just. I always have some good conversation with B Marsh, man. You know what I'm saying? I like B Marsh, very good channel. And on this one here, on this poll here, Low Place comes in at number 1, man. Low Place Boxing is just a phenomenal, bro. I first met Low Place on the where was it now? It was the what's his name again? T Street Live. T Street broke away from what was they called? Enter the Arena. And from what's his name again? Don Juan Banks, and he started doing his own thing. And what he was doing, he had YouTube lives, and he just put the link in the chat. And anyone wants to jump in on his live stream, he did. And I was there. Low Place was there. I didn't know who he was at the time, and we was just talking boxing. He left the actual live and turned off the thing, but we continued talking boxing, and that's why I met him and Hakeem, and they was just relentless, bro. They were some relentless boxing fans. They taught boxing like I taught boxing for hours. Even after T Street left, they weren't just going in. I thought to myself, I said to Low Place one day, I said, yo, you should start your own channel, bro. Like, his name wasn't Low Place at the time. His name was T, right? And I said, you should start your own channel. And he goes, yeah. Because I just like coming on other people's channel. Because bro, you need to start your own channel. The amount of energy you've got, I said, you'll be a great addition to the YouTube community. And bro, it wasn't that right, bro. This kid this kid blew up like Nitro, bro. He's in everything, every debate, everywhere. Boxing Voice. He's known as Scorsese over on the Boxing Voice, and he's just everywhere, man. We kind of missed that kind of energy out here. I don't know where he is. Hopefully, he's doing well. You know what I'm saying? It'll be coming up to a year in March that he hasn't been around, and I'm not really counting the dates, but I am kind of wondering where he is. Hopefully, things get so, and he comes back and joins us over in the community into 2020, man. But he was definitely the up and coming, rising new channel of the one of the new channels of the boxing decade. 100% Low Place Boxing. If you didn't know, now you know. All right, other channels, let's move down. the list. This one's got 9 votes. Oh, we got a couple of ties here. We got a couple of ties here. How many ties we got? Oh, we got 3 ties. That's unusual. Okay, well, I'll start with the bottom. Black Fight Fan TV. Black Fight Fan TV is a member of the LDBC. I listen to each other. He entertaining, man. From Texas, you know what I'm saying? He just does his thing. He got live streams over there. He talks to his chat. You know, he just does his thing. You know what I mean? He definitely made an impact on the YouTube boxing community. And well deservedly so, man. In the day, anything to bring numbers to the boxing. He does numbers, bro. He does numbers for real. Anything to bring numbers to the boxing. Black Fight Fan TV. Some people don't like him. Don't like him. Don't mind. He gonna talk his piece and get it on. And if you enjoy it, sub. If you don't, then that's it. But he's definitely one of the up and coming, rising channels of the decade, man. 100% came out like a tornado. There's three of these guys are all drawn, so I'll put them in place of where I guess I see them, right? H Money Boxing. Now there's 2 1. There's H Money Boxing Brooklyn, which is I'm not the one I'm talking about. So H Money, the one who had like altercations with everyone on my panel. On the hate report. He's actually on one of the hate reports actually against D Styles. This guy took on 3 channels on a day. He took on Ben Umar, Dan the Man, Unrivaled, and D Styles all in one day. This H Money, bro. He's relentless. On his own channel, he's doing some real good numbers. He covers basketball, American football, MMA, and I think he might be covering in soccer soon. And he calls himself Mr. Zone. H Money. Hey, it's your boy. H Money. Mr. The Zone. You know what I'm saying? So he if you ain't seeing, he channel does really good numbers. I mean, the same guy again. I you know, when he came over, I said, you should do your own channel. You know, he was, you know, I just going, oh, no, I'm just going another channel. Nah, you need to do your own channel. He had his own channel, but now he's focused on his own channel. He's doing very well, you know, other than when he's doing hate videos on other people. But other than that, he namely the guy in the chat. But other than that, he does real good content and he does numbers. People listen to him. You know what I mean? For a younger generation, you kind of need like different people to come through. You know, hopefully people change and you know they contribute to the YouTube community. But he's definitely there doing his thing. All right. So next guy, I'm gonna put Unrivaled, aka Unrivaled Boxing, aka McGregor Boxing. I was the one who said Unrivaled his name was MC Boxing Stars, and I said to him, you know, you're Irish, you know, McGregor would be a better name for you, a better fit for you. So I was the one suggesting that he should call himself McGregor, and so he did. But obviously he feels like that doesn't fit his personality of who he feels he is. Unrivaled. He feels like he was unrivaled to everyone, and Mark Unrivaled, McGregor, whatever you want to call him, MC Stars, has definitely made an impact here on this YouTube thing. I met him on the Boxing Voice on the Skype, and ever since then, he's made an impact into. He's definitely made an impact. What's up, Hamid? He's definitely dude. He's definitely made an impact into the community. Definitely made an impact in the community. He gets involved in a lot of stuff, whether it's good or bad. Whether you like him or not, the guy is there to be, and he's honest. You know, I tell you one thing about it: when he's found out that if he says something he does is, you know, dishonest or quite, he'll come out and tell you, say, yeah, you know, my bad, I apologize and that, but he'll be back on it again. You know, he ain't gonna stop though. He's definitely a welcome addition to the YouTube boxing community. All right, 2 more channels because they're tied up. All 3 of these are tied up. H Money, Unrivaled, they're tied up. Actually, 4 of them are tied up. Actually, BFTB, boy, 100%, boy. One of the up and coming new channels in YouTube. Listen, he came out like a fire, man. Like Hamid was the one, yeah. Hamid in the chat, cause Hamid was the one you think Hamid dropped the link here, right? So I pressed this link, I went over there, and who the fuck are you? I said, what? Who are you talking to? I'm talking to you. I said, fuck, hey, are you swearing at? Nah, man. And then this one I was gone. And then I said, who the frig is that? And I was pissed off when I found his channel. I said, this guy's crazy. The frig you yelling at? Then, yeah, Hamid dropped the link again. I thought, let me go over there again. This is like a good couple of weeks, right? Hamid don't even say nothing. He just put the link in the chat. Who wants to jump in, jump in. So you think, yeah, it'll probably be Hamid's channel, whatever. Nah, bro. It's back on this again. Who the fuck are you? EJ Box, EJ. Who's EJ? Who the fuck is he? I said, what the fuck? I said, who the fuck are you, bruh? And like we just went, and this and I got kicked off again, like Hamid. And then Hamid, he goes, I'm fucking giving up my links. And then Hamid and him were going backwards and forwards and stuff. Like eventually I got to talk to BFT, came on my channel like twice so far. This guy's passionate, bro. He just wants to have the best fight, the best. Deontay Wilder, LDBC. That's it, bro. He just wants them. He wants unification, and he's frustrated about it. Anyone don't talk any other bullshit he don't want to hear. That's all he wants to hear, 100%. And you know what? I ain't got no problem with that, bro. I really haven't. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no problem with that, because that's when I was watching boxing in 2000s, in the early 2000s. Again, like after like I kind of wasn't really watching boxing too much in the late 90s, but I watching boxing a lot in the 80s and stuff like that, right? You know, all the guys were unifying, man. They were all Costa Zoo, unified, Winky Wright, Corey Spinks, Ray Jones, all them guys, Lennox Lewis, they all wanted to be the number one in the division. They weren't satisfied until they were number one. This generation is different. It's just that, you know what I mean? So I have no problem with BFT and the way his mindset is about that. And he gets frustrated, and that's how it is. And, you know, his channel is doing very well. He does very good numbers, you know what I'm saying? All of them do. Unrivaled, H Money, they all do great numbers as well. Barbershop Boxing, Fred. Listen, bruh. Listen, I didn't really pay too much about the attention until recently. The whole thing with Kenny Porter, him and Kenny Porter backwards and forward, that thing, in terms of the community, it was a viral thing, bro. Like, did he push the girl? Did Kenny Porter push him? Is he soft? Listen. These stars made a video, yeah, about people talking about 78. But bro, this Fred guy, yeah, people making videos about this guy Fred there. You know what I mean? H Money's made a couple of videos of him. Other people made videos of him. They forget boxing celebrities, bruh. People are daily making videos on this Fred guy, this Fred Barbershop Boxing, and his full name and who he is, like T Street. Like with the first guy, Fred Hawkins, to find out who he is, a politician, and what he's done and stuff. Like Fred just leaves it all out there, bro. He just leaves it all out there. He's one of the most open dudes out there. Just leaves his life out. He willing to go on Eddie Hearn, willing to get his credentials thrown in the bin, go interview Oscar De La Hoya about the racist emails. This guy is committed, bro. This guy is committed. And bro, all we do is sit there and just be entertained. Are you entertained? 100%, bro. Like Fred is a committed YouTuber, boxing community. He has the interest of boxing people at his heart. For black fight fans, especially, that's his heart. I mean, even if he disagrees and fights, that's where he's at. But bro, this guy is definitely made an impact early in this decade. 100%. Fred Barbershop needs to be on the list, and that's why it's probably tied up. The list is tied up, right? Let's move down the list. Leave that list. Don't worry, you guys keep putting your comments in the chat though. I'm gonna read your comments out after, like, I've done the polls and stuff like that. You know, I really appreciate you guys dropping the comments. You know what I'm saying? L Dude, by the way, even though you're not on the list, L Dude, man, yeah, boxing comments, yeah. L Dude's pretty good. Me and him had a good hater report back and forward, man. What's up? What's up? One of them. Appreciate him getting me another channel as well. He's another up and coming new channel as well. One of them ones, yeah. Also boxing content, also social issues, and he's the first guy who put me on some other historical black figures that I didn't know about. Like, trust me, like, so his channel is really good as well. And it's a shame, like, you know, when it comes to the new up and coming new channels that I put on, if I put them on, some people don't know who they are, or they do, but they just choose not to vote on them because obviously they caught my content. But definitely one of them is a great channel. L Dude, another one. I mean him go back and forward. That's why I know him as. He's called Boxing Comments now, and he still does his thing, man. We had an argument about Thingy was running. How many keeps winding me up about that one, bro? But hey, listen, this is entertaining nonetheless. So let's talk about this list here, right? So I'll start. The guys on, there's 3 people on 0. So let's start with Ringside Report, Beeb from Ringside Report. So I should have put his name properly. I should have put Beeb. You know what I'm saying? I assumed that people knew who he was. Beeb Ringside Report. He was on the Boxing Voice. He broke off from the Boxing Voice and started his own channel. and he's doing all right. Ringside Report, man, and he's doing very well. He has people call in to the show, and he's passionate, man. He wants things right. You know what I mean? He has a good co-host who works with Beeb, and they work together, man. There's harmony over there. You know, Beeb does his thing. He's passionate about things. I remember Beeb came over about the Clarissa Shields and Unbiased, and him went back and forth. That was a hard thing, bro. About Mr. Bashir. I could have put that as a hate report, but I just left it alone. You know what I mean? But they kind of worked out their kinks and stuff like that about how they saw things. So that was good. But Beeb is definitely, he's been around for many years, boy. Way before I came on, and Beeb is 100%. He knows history, follows current, and he's a high Tyson Fury guy. That's who Beeb. That's who Beeb rolls with, man. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely deserves to be, in terms of reinventing himself, because he's been around for a while. But the Ringside Report is the channel that most people go, if they don't want to go to the Boxing Voice, they can go over there and check his channel. D Styles Boxing Live. If you don't know about D Styles, he just done an award. It inspired me to do my award, what I'm doing now, the award of the decades. And D Styles is a special channel, bro. Like, listen, the first time I see D Styles to me, when I listen to D Styles makes me laugh. If I'm having a bad day, I'll go D Styles as humor. It's not for everyone's taste, but he's hilarious, bro. The sarcasm, the way his delivery is just like, bro, the guy is funny as hell, bro. You know what I mean? People say that about me as well, but D Styles is funny. Like, he's very serious though, and when he's talking about certain things, between the two, but like, D Styles is entertaining, bro. You know what I mean? He's all entertainment. Like, never have I gone to D Styles and you've never been entertained by his videos. Never, ever, never. Always entertaining. Always coming up, creating new ideas of how to bringing people on to compliment him. He brings Reggie Owens on the channel, Ashley Knuckles. He brings various guys on there. I've been on there, obviously the UK and the Mexican connection. We've gone over. We only done it once so far, but it was pretty good. You know what I mean? I don't like to be on the camera too much. You know what I mean? I enjoy being on the camera, but D Styles is one of the 100% one of the best YouTube boxing channels of the decade, and 100% one of the best YouTube channels of the decade. Definitely. Okay, best. Okay, I think I skipped. Oh, I know I did. I skipped. Yeah. This is a different award, isn't it? Yeah, this is the best YouTube. This is the best YouTube boxing channel of the decade. Yeah, this is, so I've obviously skipped. So this is the last one. This is the last one, isn't it? Yeah, this is the last one. Sorry. So this is the last one. So the D-Star didn't get no votes on this one, right? But he should have, in my opinion. He should have. And show the Beeb as well. So I should have put Beeb. Really should have put Beeb on that one, but he didn't get no votes on that one. So yeah, but definitely D-Star entertainment, great sense of humor, and always willing to engage his audience in the chat, man. You don't care if he got 2 views, 3 views. D-Star's gonna do his thing. If you like it, you don't. Game of Thrones, bro. Me and D-Star's Game of Thrones, bro. That's when me and him really connected, bro, on the Game of Thrones, and also with Low Place as well. The Game of Thrones and Zone 6 as well, and Unrivaled as well. That was our shit, bro. That was it. And then you see Mandalorian. That's a new one. The new Star Wars one. The Mandalorian. I haven't done no videos on that one. The season's just finished. I might do on season 2. But the Mandalorian, that's a great show. Just finished. So that, yeah, me and D-Star's Game of Thrones. That, yeah, man, this entertaining. Always go D-Star channel. So I'm surprised he didn't get no votes on that, but I understand him. It's understandable, you know what I mean? Like, maybe get more votes after this. Coming in, because they're actually even, it's not really number 3, so they're all tied up. Blood Boxing, aka Spreadsheet, and he's got numerous names. Blood Boxing Returns and other names in it and stuff like that. Blood Boxing just reinvents himself, bro. Like, I know the first channel, Blood Boxing, right? Blood Boxing from when he was part of the black screen team against the Pactar Wars. And you guys know about it. Some of you don't know about the Pactar Wars. They were vicious, bro. Some vicious wars. With people like Gambino. There was some vicious backwards and forwards videos and stuff like that. Boxing Bell, Joe Clem. You know what I'm saying? Listen, some stuff. This is some stuff that probably you guys don't know about. Some old the black screen team, because they made videos on their phone. It was all black, and that was the first like fraction that I know of on YouTube, the black screen team. And Blood was a part of that, man. You know, but then he just did his own thing. You know, there's a point where he just went the opposite way. Most people think people were supporting Floyd, and he criticized Floyd for many years. Floyd, Broner, and Blood has just always been his own man. But wherever he's been, then people still watch. Doesn't matter what he does, wherever his channel calls his name, Blood will always watch. People always watch, see what Blood's doing. Blood is what you call a trendsetter. He's a trendsetter. Wherever he does, people follow after him. He sets the trend. He basically was the founder of the YouTube box community. He's the founder of it, man. That's how he's one of the, what you call it, the forefathers, what you call it in America. He's one of the forefathers of the thing. Him and thing over there in 78, and there was another guy he used to roll with called what's his name? Not Ashley Knuckles. What's his name again? This is the other guy. Aaron Braden. That was the three-headed monster. Aaron Braden, 78 Sports TV or 78 Fight News. That's what it used to be called. And Blood Boxing. Aaron Braden. They were vicious, bruh. That was a mean threesome right there. They Aaron Braden was like the enforcer, bro. Like, they were bad with it, man. They were bad with it. Trust me. Ain't no one messing with that three right there. Aaron Braden was, his voice was just as, you know how Blood Boxing voice has got a coarse, real, like coarse, like anger, kind of tin anger in his voice. Well, Aaron Braden was just like that as well. And 78 was there, bro. So, yeah, they had the black screen team, and obviously 78. The Lions Dance community for debating. It was basically a channel where everyone's supposed to go and debate with Zone 6 and Hapotak and what's his name, Boxologist. Then he changed the group into a community, changed the whole landscape into a community, bro. 78 Sports TV, Blood Boxing, part of the community, and just continuing, man. And now, like the AJ while the wars are in effect, and until that done, something else will happen, bro. But Blood Boxing has been a trendsetter for YouTube since YouTube boxing has started, and definitely on the list, one of the best YouTube channels of the decade, 100%, even of the last decade. So Blood Boxing, 100% on the list. So the D stars, D stars. Okay, so we've got the last two now coming up, tying up. And this is like, you guys have voted. You only got 11 votes, so it might change, right? So coming at number 2 with 36 votes, the Boxing Voice with Nesta Gibbs, boy. Listen, Nesta Gibbs, yeah, I work for him, argue with him, everything. Nesta Gibbs is just all entertaining, bro. Whether you hate him, like him, after a while, like Nez is one of them guys, yeah, you can hate Nez, and he'll just allow you. What I mean, allow you is an English word for forgives. Even if you dislike him, he'll still let you back on his channel. He'll still bring you over. You know what I mean? He's one a strange guy, but he'll really argue with you passionately, but at the same time, he'll forgive you passionately or embrace you passionately. Like Nez is, wherever he does, he's 100%. If he dislikes you, he dislikes you at that time. But he don't hate you. You know what I mean? He's like one of them dudes there. He's done stuff in his life that people don't agree with, but he's built that boxing, the Boxing Voice into a powerhouse, man. He built that thing into a powerhouse. He just had Frank Warren on it earlier on today in a real good interview. I think that's the first time Frank Warren's been over there. He had Eddie Hearn. He had Eddie Hearn on his channel one time. Tyson Fury, Shelly Finkel, and Deontay Wilder, all on the same show, bro. He had all that. That's some shit, bro. That's some serious power right there, on the YouTube, man. People say that people digital media don't mean anything. It's quite powerful, bro. It's quite powerful. So they got him at number 2 with out of 11 votes. He got 36%. Nesta Gibbs and the Boxing Voice, the powerhouse in the YouTube. I could have put other people honorable mention. What's his name again? Boxing Ego could have been honorable mention on the thing. And also 78 Sports TV could have been honorable mention as well. 100% them two channels should probably be in there. And also Dante's Nation, like, obviously them three major channels. But I put myself on there in just the sake of just buffering up. But I didn't think I'd be number 1. But as by the voters on my channel, they voted me with 64% out of 11 votes. They put my name in it, man. And like, all I can say is about myself, and I've just been dedicated and consistent, trying to give you guys the best content possible. Interview whoever. If I see someone on the street who's popular and I got my phone, I got my microphone, I put the microphone in the front and just start talking. I start talking to them, and that's how I started. I started like you guys here, like, you know, just liking boxing, talking. I didn't think that through boxing I'd have be an amateur judge, amateur coach, a professional coach license, and also get media credentials to go to the events for Matchroom, also for BT Sports, Frank Warren and David Hayes, and also the World Boxing Series. I've been to all these things just by covering YouTube and talking to the right people. So, you know, I really appreciate all the stuff. You know, some of my interviews don't really get as played as much as other people, but from the people who listen to me, I feel like I've lost subscribers from the day, you know what I'm saying? On this channel here is 10,000. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciate every one of you, you know what I mean? My channel moves very slow in terms of picking up subscriber bases, but I don't really clout chase. And I don't want people on my channel who don't want to be there and constantly niggle me and say things that are really going to annoy me. I don't really want to be on camera. I do a lot of commentary with Nauta and also jump on other people's channels and help try and build the community. And that's where I'm from, and you know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate guys putting me number one, you know what I'm saying? But over them, some of them other guys on the channel that, you know, I could say they probably deserve to be over me, you know what I'm saying? But at the minute, you know what I'm saying? But me, for you guys subscribe, you know, I appreciate you guys making me number one. And like I said, honorable mentions to the other guys. And so, yeah, man, so that's all my list for the decade. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chats, man, because, you know what I'm saying, it's getting on. We're New Year's Eve over here in the UK. Take the screen off. I'm going to share that. Yeah. All right. Put the screen in. Okay, let me see what's going on. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Quite a few chat, man. Quite a few down in the chat, man. It's quite a few of you. All right. So go. Everyone's going to get looking. SSB 28, man. He's always on my channel. Appreciate. There's my guy right there. What's up, D Styles? You know what I'm saying? D Styles over there. My guy, Get the Smoke. He's another guy, Get the Smoke, you know. He's another one, in my opinion, should be working more on his channel to bring his content out. Because Get the Smoke has really good ideas. I first found Get the Smoke over when he was talking about Librarian. And I was looking forward to him making more videos. He likes to come on other people's channels, but you know, he'd be really good at doing his own channels and bringing other people on the debates. But I really appreciate Get the Smoke, and when I find a lot of people. I found PMC, a lot of people. I find, yeah, that, you know, eventually me and them become friends. We talk. When we disagree, we agree. But you know, in the end of the day, these guys are hardcore boxing guys. They want to talk boxing, you know. So I appreciate them. You know what I mean? Dammy J, getting older. Yes, SSB. I guess I am, bro. Get a Smoke. Great show, D Stars. Yeah, D Stars. Everyone says, man, it's a great show. Everyone enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. It inspired me to do my show. And that's what you should do, man. Inspire other people, right? Try to get this to Smoke. Yeah, usual suspect trying to hijack the show. Yeah, you guys having jokes out here. I should have had a body award. That'd be interesting. A body award. See, I call it the hater a body award would be an interesting, because you know I can imagine who these stars gonna put on that. You know what I'm saying? A body award of the decade. If there was gonna be a body award of the decade, yeah, there's a couple of names. First off, right? I think Fred. No, not Fred. I think anyway. I don't want to know that. If I start saying names, then people are gonna get upset. So I guess I'll leave that. I'll leave that one to D Stars. There's a couple of names I would have put, and I thought, I ain't gonna say it. I'll leave it. Yeah, where's Low Place, man? I don't know where Low Place is, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish I knew where he was, man. Get me? If I knew where he was, I would contact him. I really would. You know what I mean? I'd find out where he was and go down. I wouldn't really go down there, but I'd phone up and see how he is. I have like 5 heads of Spike on the neutral ground. Yeah. Oh, okay. You had 5 heads. Yeah. You've done some work on the neutral ground. These stars, 100%. These stars will just be looking through next to EJ. Who's EJ got over there? And these stars just bring up EJ. Let me on board. Let me in. Bring me in. The link will come in, and these stars go to operating, bro. Call these stars the doctor, bro. He starts operating on the guys in the chat, operating them the hangout. You know what I'm saying? Pray for Malik, you know. That was one of these stars' body. These stars, team. I ain't seen Malik since, bro. I ain't seen Malik's team. He was confident talking smack until these stars came in. These stars came in and smacking him around, bro. It was horrible. Yeah, look at this line here. What's a hillbilly? should be nominated. Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? See, it should have got nominated. It should have got more views. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't seen the hate reports, yeah, if you're ever bored, check down my list of the hate report. I keep updating it. I change the titles and stuff like that. Some other stuff. There's some. Listen, hate reports got some bad. Pure entertainment. Just entertainment. 100%. Yeah, Fire of the Decade number one's Floyd, right? Yeah, exactly. Floyd, 100%. Yeah, Rob Gotti, 100%, man. What's Rob Gotti here? Got 2000. Wilder will be a unified champion. AJ still holding, fam. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, that's another decade. You know what I'm saying? 10 years is a bloody long time. I'll be old then, man. You know what I'm saying? We old, boy. But yeah, boxing comment. That's L Dude. Change his name. You should do your name to L Dude, man. I like the L Dude, bro. What's up, EJ? Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year to you, L Dude. 100%. I remember that D Styles Hillbilly Smackdown. Yeah, it was good, man. It was good. Still saying stuff like that. Real entertaining. D Styles. Yeah, D Styles, good stuff, man. Even me and L Dude, we had back on the floor. Low plays is entertaining and a passionate dude. Me and L Dude are back on the floor arguing as well. That's another hate report. I was arguing. I think it was a fight. Mikey Garcia versus Errol Spence. And he was saying how Errol Spence was running like a chicken, man. And we was arguing back and forward, man. You know what I'm saying? Like me and L Dude, boxing comment, we was going in the back and forth. Check out his channel, actually. You know what I mean? If you ain't sub to his channel, it's cool, dude. We've got here. Make a 10-minute monologue on all the debates, highlights. Yeah, I wish I could, bro. I wish I could. I should, but it's just like, you know what I mean? I upload them and put them there and the best clips, right? There's people getting killed, man. Too much. And the thing is, what is these stars, right? You never know, like, when the next one is. I'm always looking for the next hate report. I haven't done a hate report for a while. I just, like, for whatever reason, hasn't done one for a while. I guess after a while, everyone's settling down. But when low places are around and edge is around, there's always grief, man. There's always something going on. YG's another one. He's another one. He hating or whatever. But everyone's kind of cool now. Everyone's kind of settled down. So, Pac KO'd, yeah. One more Walkers, yeah. KO of the decade. 100%, man. 100%. See, most of this Kirtland, Angulo, round one. Yeah, round greats. Yeah. Yeah, Martinez KO. Yeah, Williams. Yeah, it was sick. Wilder Stavern too. Best knockout, best KO. You think? Okay, gets more. Spilker one was bad, bro. But Stavern one was bad as well. 100%. It was a good one. We see it here. Me too. Yeah, Martinez. Yeah, KO Williams. Yeah, it was bad, bro. Bad. That knockout was bad, bro. Quite him good. Williams slept. Sick knockout. Sick. We got that Marquez, yeah, that Marquez Manny KO still makes me laugh. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad knockout. It has to be, man. One of the decades, 100%, bro. Circumstances, everything has everything in it. You could do a film on that. That's the whole saga with them four fights, man. Madness, bro. Bedlam, Manny Pacquiao, and the thing is, I remember people thinking about that fight when it was like, man, I don't want to see that fight. Who wanted to see that fight? I don't give a shit about that fight. I was like, I want to see that. I mean, I didn't make no videos on it. Didn't care because it wasn't on the fight. It was an in-house fight. You know what I mean? I was complaining. Everyone's complaining where I was. But obviously, the Mexican and Filipino fan base, they were on it, man. They were still pissed off. Marcus didn't get his due. Pacquiao was like, yo, man, Filipino fans. I was like, man, we're just going to beat him again, man. Another Mexican guy we're gonna beat down, bro. I remember they were calling Manny Pacquiao the Mexican executioner, bro. Marcus, stop that shit right there, bro. Stop that shit right there. Slow that. No, he slowed that right down. Yeah, Marcus, yeah, 1-3. Yeah, I got Marcus winning 3 for real. Yeah, I had Marcus winning the third fight. Wilder fight of the decade. How did he beat? Who did he beat? Yes. Hey, listen, he dominated though. Pac-Man won first Bradley fight, but lost to the third Marcus. So his records evens out. Yeah, evens out. But Pacquiao is just consistent, isn't it? It's a bad man Pacquiao, but isn't it? Beating names, bro, kicking ass. Deontay Wilder, bum beating of the decade. I don't know about that. He's Deontay Wilder's a dominant champion, bro. He's a dominant champion for real. He's not getting up, yeah. Walker, he's not getting up, bro. Yeah. In a meter. Oh boy, Marquez, man, that shit make you cry. Shit make you cry. It makes you cry. You see that knockdown. I'm telling you, Shit, Pacquiao, all that Pactar talk that got ended. That day got ended, bro. All that beef and all that got ended. And then he got forced. He had to make the Mayweather fight. Talking braggadocious, all this. Nah, he had to make the fight, man. Had to happen, bro. Terence Crawford should be in there instead of two drug cheats, Canelo and Manny. Ooh, this guy making a man. I don't know, make points, man. Oh, is that Miguel? Shit, I see Miguel for ages. What's up, Miguel? Yeah, long time, bro. That's my guy, Miguel, man. I ain't seen Miguel for ages, bro. Miguel's a good dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? He loyal boxer fan. He always comes every now and again. Edwin Valero, okay. Edwin Valero was okay, but he ain't got enough bodies though. But he's definitely great. Maybe be a Hall of Famer, L dude, maybe. Madonna and Floyd 1 was good. Yeah, 100%. That was a good fight. 100%. Floyd only had 10 fights in a decade, but the fights he had, big names though. Pacquiao, it's not about numbers, it's who you fought, bro. And the occasions, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? It's who you fought, bro. Floyd ain't losing to bloody Jeff Horn, is he? Floyd ain't losing to Jeff Horn no time soon, right? EJ, no doubt. Yep. You know what I mean? You can't take that away. YouTube channel of the decade, Fight Hub, seconds out, E-News. Not really. They're like newspaper, innit? Like you go from like newspaper, but it's not. I don't stick around, innit? Like see certain channels like with D Styles and all channel, like where anytime they put up stuff, I'm on it. Like Ellie Stepper puts loads of stuff. I don't check all his stuff. I don't check all his content. Like certain guys, I check their content daily. Like I can't wait until they drop. Like Hatman, actually Hatman should have been on there as channel, one of the channels of the decade, maybe. There's certain people you check their stuff. You like listen to what they have to say, man. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these channels affect people on the head. EJ Boxing and Beeb channel. Thanks, appreciate it, Miguel. You know what I'm saying? See, most of us got low subscribers. This in, man. EBA best channel content. Who's that? IBFP. Who's IBFP? I don't know who that is. I'm not sure who that is. T Street, Bruce Vane, and Cattle Punch should be there. Oh, man, I don't know about them channels, bro. T Street could have been in there. 100%. T Street could have been in there. I agree with that one. Beauty Slang Conversation. Hell nah. See, he's a new channel, man. It's a new channel, up and coming new channel. T Street pretty good though. It's just a good one. EJ ran like a chicken, L dude. Whatever, Hamid doing his normal stuff, man. That's Hamid, man. Hamid always starting some shit, Hamid. Yeah, it's L dude, man. That's he changed his name. That's the thing. When you change your name, L dude, you don't tell no one you change your name, man. You gotta tell people. Like if I change my name from EJ Boxing like someone else, I gotta let people know, man. You guys just change your name in this. And hold up, man. That's someone else. You know what I'm saying? What's the difference between washing machine and a baby? Washing machine and a baby. A washing machine doesn't cry when you drop it and load into it. You guys are funny, man. This guy's funny. What you got here? The signs. Okay. To be honest, Fred has always been entertaining whether you like it or not. Exactly. That's it. So yes, it's B. I'm saying I agree. One of them's what's going on. One of them's we're on the up and coming channels. Yep. Sounds familiar. Do you know you? We'll go here. Don't know EJ. Yep. Boxing Voice is fanboy channel. No objectivity. Nesta fibs, lies, and creates narratives. Hey, this fanboy killer's funny, you know. He's good, you know. All right, listen, I ain't gonna argue that, but he definitely got the post though. His zone 6 still around. Yeah, well, he's around. His guy got beat, so what's there to stick around for? What media? What's there to stick around? You know, 3 of the peeps in the poll used to be part of the same crew years ago. Yeah. Same show. Leave it right in the ring. D Stars, Beeb and blah. Yeah. Next the fibs bashes Bud Crawford, does he? And AJ calls it there. Don't know why he comes on the show. Yeah, well, that's isn't it? Entertaining fellas. Have always respected you, EJ. Yeah, you're a cool and unbiased dude. Yeah, thank you for your boxing contributions. Yo, man, I really appreciate it, dude, man. That's a nice thing you said, man. Appreciate it, bro. Boxing comments, man. Make sure you subscribe, man. Appreciate it, man. Hey, this fanboy killer, you should have your own channel, bro. You're pretty good. You're pretty entertaining, boy. Wilder's not a champ, yeah, just belt holder. He never tried to unify. Ah, man, he trying to do now. Unify. He tried to unify with Fury, right? Undisputed. Was linear and the WBC, right? My LDU channel is a Spanish version of boxing comments. Okay, but people, that's I know you as LDU, man. It's a good channel, bro. But it's cool, man. Well, anyways, yeah, I've come an end to my awards, and you've seen the polls obviously on my channel. So you know what I'm saying. So these are the three kings of the decade, bro. You know what I mean? Mayweather, Canelo, and Pacquiao, man. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna be the next three kings of the next decade? We shall see, man. Honorable names in this. Let me show honorable names in this because I got them here. Is Andre Ward and Anthony Joshua. 100%. These guys, honorable names. 100% right there. All right. But the three kings right here, man. They hold it down the decade of boxing. For me. They hold it down the boxing. They hold it down, boy. Great fights, great contents. To this day, they hold it down, boy. To this day. To this day, yo, bro, that one there is a viral thing. Wilder has definitely made an impact in the decade as thus far in the last like couple of years, and he's made himself into name. Maybe Wilder will be on in the next decade and the early part of the next decade, or maybe going in, bro. Them guys are getting old, but you know what I'm saying. But the main stayers is what it is. It's always going to be about bodies between Pacquiao, Canelo, and Mayweather, like the names, boy. 100% Andre Ward, Anthony Joshua. You can't go away from them guys there, boy. I'm EJ Boxing Live. I should play some music to sing me out. And I hope you guys enjoy your day. And yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoy the poll. Check out D-Styles poll as well. It's a great poll. Inspire me to do my one. And so that's what's up, man. Play some Kanye Sons, man. Check it. And I'll catch you guys next year. 2020. A great time. Man, it's been a great decade. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out. Hashtag LDBC, right? Yeah, I hear that. LDBC, they had a good year, bro. Yeah, let's get it in, man.
I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. If we acknowledge the problem, then maybe we can solve the pain. Ain't gotta speak. Oh no, please don't bother. The pain too deep between you and me. Don't let it go no farther. I respect you like my mother. You love me like your father. We barely knew our parents, so that made our job much harder. By the blind, we both was brought up. No love is what they taught us. We reciprocate the hate we learned, and somehow they still fought us. All we needed was some tender love and care. A crowd of people, don't be confused, ain't none there. Say all we needed was some tender love and care. They want you around, but you feel love when you not there. Oh, it ain't fair, you see. I promise I will never push you, never hit you. I will only love you. Yeah. Promise that I got the tattoo, prove that there can never be another. Yeah. Promise that I got your back, we will never let each other struggle. I'm honored that you got my back, cause you the brain, and baby, I'm the muscle, so I trust you. That's why I love you. You keep the devil beneath your feet, but God above you. Baby, that's why I trust you. That's why I love you. You keep the devil beneath your feet, but God above you. They call us the power couple. Shout out to others who left some things along the way, but not each other. Hey, my power couple. straight from the struggle. They lost some things along the way, but not each other. They gone. You can put the house in your name. I can put the lights in my name. You can put the gas in your name. Put the leeway in my name. I can put the car in your name. Put the cable in my name. I'll pay it off with my change. Never wanna hear you complain. Yeah, now I respect you like my sister. You trust me like your brother. Our friends have separated, but we still ain't love each other. They